This is Overtime inside the Casino Rama Grill Room. Gareth Wheeler with you, and the Bart Andrus era is over here in Toronto. The Argonauts have fired their head coach after a 3-15 season, marred by internal strife and poor decision-making. Here are some of the sights and sounds heard today at the press conference making the announcement from CEO and President of the Argos, Bob Nicholson.
We think there's a lot of positives he brought. I think he certainly was a guy who accommodated the media. He brought a lot of discipline and organization to it, worked very hard. But, in the end, I think we're a 3-15 team. You have to evaluate the things that you're doing and see how you can be more successful. And so we decided that would involve a new person.
Adam Reed isn't here today. Is there any change in his status?
No, he's still the general manager. He and I spoke. We both met with Bart this morning. I decided I'd be the point guy because I like you guys so much.
Kind of strange, though. We haven't heard an affirmation about whether Adam's back, and the ownership situation hasn't been clarified yet. Doesn't mean it won't, but I mean, is it kind of strange to go with the coach first right now?
No, I don't think so. I think we just decided we needed to make that move, and important to make a statement to our fans and our desire to start making the changes necessary to win football games next year and be a competitive product on the field.
Are the Argos in as much a disarray as the media and the fans have sort of portrayed?
No, I've always thought, and it's a line I don't know who to credit it to, but it's that sometimes you're not as worse as people think you are. You're not as good as you think you are either, and I think that's the same with us. I think there was a lot of very positives about this organization this year. Unfortunately, the record didn't reflect that. If we had won another 3 or 4 games, people might have looked at us differently. I don't know if we'd have been any better as a football organization, but we certainly, might have been perceived differently by the public and the media.
So you don't think this team is a mess right now, like the way the last 2 years?
I'm not happy with where we are right now, if that's the question. To say that we're a mess, I'm not going to define for you exactly how I describe it, but I'll say that we're not happy where we are, and we want to be a better organization.
Could anyone have won with the current talent on this roster?
I guess the question is won what? I don't know if we weren't going to win the Grey Cup. I don't think. That's certainly, we weren't prepared. We weren't going to say to you today that the talent we have is ready to win the Grey Cup. We had a very young team in many positions, and we certainly have to look at all of our talent and where we can upgrade. So that'll be part of the off-season process as well. Did he have the best CFL team on the field to work with? No, I'm not going to tell you that that's the case. But I think we also had a much better team than people give us credit for, and I don't think we're that far away in terms of some of our positions to upgrade to be a significant competitor in this league.
Would there be any consideration to talking Michael into coming back?
I think at this point it's not something I've chatted. Michael has a lot of things he's doing off the field. He's just, he's moved on and he's doing a lot of different things. So I don't think that that's an option. But I really haven't cross that bridge with him.
What, considering what's happened the past 2 seasons, convinces you that either the general manager or the personnel man should not be going the way of the coach today?
Well, I mean, I'm making that decision on moving forward on the coach first, and I'm going to evaluate the rest of the system as we move forward.